Before we begin, we will sing the school hymn, which can be found on the hymn card in your pew.
Let me tell you this, the older you do get, the more rules they're gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. Livin. Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused.
I'm intimidated by the fear of being average. T. Swift.
I don't think in the past. I don't think in the future. I grasp the moment. Eli Manning.
Good morning. My name is Lance Dominic, and I'm a sixth former from Glastonbury, Connecticut. Fun. Fun means something different to everyone. Everyone does something different when they want to have fun. But what makes fun fun? Why is stickball, cheering in the student section of hockey games, and going to ski-themed dances fun? Since I came to Westminster a year and a half ago, I've realized it's not about what you are doing that makes it fun, but it's who you are doing it with that makes it fun. Coming to Westminster last year to repeat my junior year was a rough transition. Sitting at my desk on a Friday night, trying to do my homework, knowing that all my friends at home were together, enjoying their last fall together, sucked. I wasn't having fun, and the stuff at Westminster that was supposed to be fun was not fun to me. The first stud I went to, I thought it was the lamest and weirdest thing ever. There was a wild Daniel Lurie jumping and sweating all over me. And now fast forward a year, and there's probably some kid saying the same thing about me. From then to now, my idea of fun hasn't changed, but the people I was having fun with have. Being placed on the second floor of Memorial Hall last year was a blessing in disguise. I was the only fifth former on my hall, and I was the only kid not on the hockey team, so I was kind of the odd man out at first. My roommate and I only talked when he asked if he could turn the lights off every night, and I didn't really socialize with other kids. But everything changed around Thanksgiving. I was always a little timid around the kids in my hall and didn't really feel like I belonged. They all went to hockey practice and lifted together, and I sat in my room and took naps and played some lacrosse. But one night in the bathroom, I made a joke in front of two of the seniors on my hall. They laughed at me and said, "You are so weird, and that's why we love you." I always kind of knew I was weird, so that part didn't bother me. But them saying that they loved me really made me know that I'd found my friends, and finding those friends led to probably the most fun 6-month span in my life. The friendships my floor mates and I created in such a short time allowed us to do the most randomest things together and still have fun. On any given night, you could find us playing photo roulette, watching speed streams on Twitch, and watching music videos, specifically Gangsters in Paradise, and singing our hearts out. And lucky for Mr. Lawler, we turned the music up loud enough so he couldn't hear our awful singing. As cliche as it sounds, the little things we did together mattered as they set the foundation for having fun together, so that when big things like dances and studs came around, the fun multiplied because I was finally with my friends. After the winter last year, I realized why everyone was so sweaty and jumping up and down with zero care at studs. They were surrounded by some of their best friends. On a side note, teachers, how stupid do we look at those dances? Feel free to let me know. I'm always a little curious. But having fun has led to some really strong friendships. One person in particular really sticks out. Last year, there was this one lacrosse BG named Jackson Kane, who I didn't know very well for most of the year, or even at the beginning of the lacrosse season. We lived on different floors in MEM, didn't really socialize. But as lacrosse started and we got to know each other more on the field, we realized there were many things we had in common off the field. The fun we had playing lacrosse carried over into the dorm, and we ended up spending countless nights together. We bonded over the little things in our life that brought us fun. We discovered we both had a love for 80s music, specifically the Eagles. Many nights were spent listening to music, sharing stories, and laughs. The fun we had in the dorm carried over into the classroom. I sat next to Jackson in my econ class. For the first time ever, I actually had fun at school. I looked forward to class and didn't want it to end, which is something I never really thought I would say. Also, econ was by far my best grade, which kind of caught me by surprise because it was the class I had the most fun in. So it's like interesting looking back and seeing how bad my grades were in the fall versus in the spring when I was really having fun. And now, why fun? Why do we beg the school administration for more dances and more fun? Why is fun so important? I believe that there are two answers to this question. A very simple answer and a very deep answer. I'll give you the simple answer first. We want to have fun because it's freaking awesome. Who doesn't love having fun, especially when it's been one of those days where it's over and you just think to yourself, this is one of the most fun days of my life, and you look forward to the next. For the more serious answer, fun can have a strong impact on your life. I know for me, during the times in my life when I'm having the most fun, I'm also performing my best in the classroom and on the field. It is scientifically proven that the more fun you have, the better you perform. As a disclaimer, I'm not saying to stop doing your work and just have fun. If you do that and things go poorly, please do not blame me. But if you try it and it works, I will definitely take the credit. But truly fun is important because it makes life better for you and others. In most of my 4 meetings with Mr. Kendall, he brings up what legacy we want to leave here at Westminster. And it's made me think about what legacy I want to leave here. I'm far from one of the smartest or most athletic kids to go to Westminster, so my legacy won't be for academics or athletics. But the one place I felt like I could leave my legacy was as a friend. As you saw with my quotes, there's a sophomore, a junior, and a senior up here with me today. At Westminster, I've learned that forms shouldn't define who you should be friends with. I'm in my 5th year of high school, yet there are juniors 2 months younger than me, and even a sophomore 1 year younger than me. This has allowed me to develop lifelong friendships with kids in all grades. It has made me realize that my legacy is that I'm the kid who had fun with everyone and created relationships with people throughout the school. Fun means a lot more to me than having a good time during an activity. It's the relationships with the people around you that you will have for a lifetime. When Jackson Kane graduated last year, I remember going up to his room to sit in one of the desk chairs we spent countless nights in and just think back on the fun that we had. I went up to his room, and it was locked. So I took a nice Snapchat photo outside and said, they can lock the room, but the memories will always be unlocked, and sent it to him. For me, coming to Westminster has given me the ability to have a sleepover with my best friends every night, compete at the highest level of lacrosse, and really enjoy coming to school every day to learn. I will forever be grateful for this school, the relationships, and memories I've created here that will last a lifetime. When you leave here today, I want you to think about what fun means to you, and I want you to find your fun, and then have lots of it, because we only have one life to live, so we might as well have some fun. Thank you.